Hi students, today we will talk about multi-stages of carcinogenesis. The first stage of carcinogenesis is tumor initiation. The early concept of tumor initiation indicate that the initial changes in chemical carcinogenesis are irreversible genetic damage. However, recent data from molecular studies of pre-neoplastic human lung and colon tissues implicate epigenetic changes as an early event in carcinogenesis. DNA methylation of promoter region of genes can transcriptionally silence tumor suppressor gene. For mutations to accumulate, they must arise in cells that produce and survive the lifetime of organism. A chemical carcinogen causes a genetic error by modifying the molecular structure of DNA that can lead to a mutation during DNA synthesis. Most often, this is brought about by forming an adduct between the chemical carcinogen or one of the functional group and a nucleotide in DNA. The process by which this occurs for the major classes of chemical carcinogens we will discuss later. In general, a positive correlation is found between the amount of carcinogen DNA adducts that can be detected in animal models and number of tumors they develop. Thus, tumors rarely develop in tissue that do not form carcinogen DNA adducts. Carcino DNA adduct formation is central to the theories of chemical carcinogenesis, and it may be a necessary but not a sufficient prerequisite for tumor initiation. DNA adduct formation that causes either the activation of a proto-oncogene or the inactivation of a tumor suppressor gene that can be categorized as a tumor initiating event. Tumor promotion. Tumor promotion comprises the selective clonal expansion of initiated cells. Because the accumulation rate of mutation is proportional to the rate of cell division, or at least the rate at which stem cells are replaced, clonal expansion of initiated cells thus produces a large population of cells that are at risk of further genetic changes and malignant conversion. Tumor promoters are generally non-mutagenic, are not carcinogenic alone, and often but not always are able to mediate their biological effect without metabolic activation. These agents are characterized by their ability to reduce the latency period for tumor formation after exposure of a tissue to a tumor initiator, or to increase the number of tumors formed in that tissue. In addition, they induce tumor formation in conjunction with a dose of an initiator that is too low to be carcinogenic alone. Croton oil isolated from Croton triglyum seeds is used widely as a tumor promoter in murine skin carcinogenesis, and the mechanism action for its most potent constituent via protein kinase C activation is arguably the best understood among tumor promoters. 12-auto-tetra-decanol-4-bol 13 acetate. This is the constituent of croton oil which cause protein kinase C activation and tumor promoter. Chemicals or agents capable of both tumor initiation and promotion are known as complete carcinogens, as benzol, A-pyrene, and 4-amino-biphenyl. Identification of new tumor promoters in animal models has accelerated with the sophisticated development of model systems designed to assay for tumor promotion. Furthermore, ligand binding properties can be determined in recombinant protein kinase C enzymes that are expressed in cell cultures. Chemicals, complex mixtures of chemicals or other agents that have been shown to have tumor promoting properties include dioxin, benzoyl peroxide, macrocyclic lactones, bromomethyl benzethracene, anthracene, phenol, saccharin, tryptophan, dichlorodiphenyl dichloroethane, phenolbarbital, cigarette smoke, condensate, polychlorinated biphenyls, telosides, cyclamates, estrogens and other hormones, bile acids, ultraviolet light, wounding, abrasion and other chromic irritation like saline levels. In addition, protein kinase C is activated and cellular diacyl glycerol elevated in laboratory animal maintained on high fat diets. Malignant conversion. Malignant conversion is the transformation of a pre-neoplastic cell into one that expresses the malignant phenotype. This process requires further genetic changes. The total dose of tumor promoter is less significant than frequently repeated administration, and if the tumor promoter is discontinued before malignant conversion has occurred, pre-malignant or benign lesions may regress. Tumor promotion contributes to the process of carcinogenesis by the expansion of a population of initiated cells that will then be at risk of malignant conversion. Conversion of a fraction of these cells to malignancy will be accelerated in proportion to the rate of cell division and the quantity of dividing cell in the benign tumor or pre-neoplastic lesions. In part, these further genetic changes may result from infidelity of DNA synthesis. The relatively low probability of malignant conversion can be increased substantially by the exposure of pre-neoplastic cells to DNA damaging agents, and this process may be mediated through the activation of proto-oncogenes and inactivation of tumor suppressor genes.